This is Traffic Jams here on CKUA. I'm Lisa Wilton, here with you until 6 p.m. The thrill of the circus meets the spellbinding sounds of the Calgary Philharmonic Orchestra in an exciting Christmas offering for all ages. Holiday Cirque features dance, theater, and gravity-defying circus acts performed by Los Angeles-based ensemble Troupe Vertigo, accompanied by seasonal favorites played by the talented musicians of the CPO. Holiday Cirque runs for 2 shows on December 9th at the Southern Alberta Jubilee Auditorium. To tell us more about this show is Troupe Vertigo co-founder Aloysia Gavre. Hello, Aloysia.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you so much for making the time to talk to us today. First off, how did this collaboration with the Calgary Philharmonic Orchestra come about?
Well, I think that it's really about a marriage of 2 extraordinary art forms sharing the stage together. So unlike how ballets are generally presented with the symphony in the pit and the ballet dancers dancing and projecting and performing on stage, we are absolutely sharing the stage together. So you're seeing both art forms merge, and also I would say great athleticism. I think when we think of circus, we think of extraordinary athletes, but I would say it's the same for the musicians. They are really working their tushes up.
Right. Now, there are musical and circus and theatrical elements to Holiday Cirque. Can you give us a quick synopsis of the show?
Sure. So Holiday Cirque is a family favorite because it has a lot of warm and cozy traditional songs that we grew up with and that we want to continue to share with our families. But you're going to see some extraordinary and unbelievable things set to those holiday favorites. So iconic sounds with unbelievable contortion and aerial and balancing and juggling. So it's a really playful, elegant concert, and certainly for all ages.
When it comes to choreographing these pieces with this music, how difficult was it, or did it come to you very easily?
So the conductor, Julian, and I have conversations back and forth about what kind of thematic thread we want to have in the show. And to make sure that the pacing works, we want to have that tension-filled elegance and then the jubilation of play and fun and dynamics. So the music is selected based on the skills that are going to be offered and also what's best for the orchestra to play. Sometimes the pieces that I choose are overly dynamic and it's very difficult for the orchestra to keep up with. So we want to make sure that both sets of artists are getting the right sort of breath in between what they're doing and also exhibiting their best works. Oftentimes the music that we find almost feels like it's written for circus. It's quite incredible that you have this wonderful sort of presentational approach to it, and yet it is so full of tension. And tension means that when we are displaying circus, there is precarious balances. There are precarious lifts. Everything feels precarious. And so finding music selections that help support that and guide not only the artist, but obviously the audience as well on that journey with all of us is quite extraordinary. And I think the programming for the show nails it for sure.
Right. Now, if I was a musician in the CPO, I'd be so distracted by what was going on in front of me.
Yes, this is true.
Yeah. How do you work around that? I suppose if you go through, they get used to seeing people contortioning in front of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. I think we are equally in awe of the musicians as they are of us, but that's what our rehearsals are for, is to get to know each other, to learn to share space, and to be safe with everything that we're doing. Because we do have props that are moving on stage and people that are flying above. So we want to make sure that everybody feels safe in their environment and also equally respected in that. But I would say that the conductor, unfortunately, has the worst seat in the house because his back is to us almost all the time.
Right. How would you say this gets people into the Christmas spirit? Or if someone isn't in the Christmas spirit, does this get them into the Christmas spirit?
This is the perfect gateway show to join into the Christmas spirit for December. Obviously, we have a lot of holiday classics, and we are starting it off with Sleigh Ride, which is so fun and playful. And I don't want to give away too much, but it just starts off with a really jazzy introduction into the full-length concert. We have a Christmas tree, we have presents, we have it all. It's really a time for family to be together and to feel embraced by the season fully.
How many performers are in the show?
There are 6 artists in the show, and they're actually from all over the world.
Oh, great. Now, you actually got your start, or you were part of Cirque du Soleil before co-founding Troupe Vertigo. And what did you learn from your experience with Cirque that you brought to Troupe Vertigo?
Well, my time with Cirque du Soleil was quite extraordinary. I got to spend 5 years with them, traveling the globe, and a lot of time in Europe, and it was an unbelievable experience. And it really helped me ground myself in understanding tempos, timing, really understanding the marriage between music and the circus arts. Obviously, Cirque du Soleil's music is all original. So the composers have the acts in mind as they are creating this. And just to go back to echo what I had said earlier, these selections that you're going to hear feel just like that. Even though they are from hundreds of years ago from Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker score, it is playful and fun and dynamic.
What is the appeal of sort of circus performance and something like Troupe Vertigo? Why do people love to watch this stuff on stage?
I think circus in general is captivating because it's just such an extraordinary event to see what looks like ordinary bodies doing extraordinary things. And in this type of environment, it's very intimate. We have the orchestra as our set, the musicians are our set, the intimacy that gives to see these artists, these extraordinary artists, be regular human beings. And here they are right in front of you doing something that maybe you imagine doing or want to do, or maybe you'll run off to a circus school afterwards and realize I too can try my hand at that.
Well, what got you into it?
I grew up in San Francisco and I started circus training at the young age of 10. I never thought it would become a career. I love performing arts in general. I was doing musical theater and dance and even playing soccer on the side, but somehow circus got me addicted. It was the extreme physicality, the challenge, the athleticism, but married with teamwork. We really work as a team. There's not the competitive level that other types of physical activities have. The challenges are great, and the successes as a group, there's just nothing like it. You just feel incredibly empowered.
Thank you so much, Aloysia, for sharing your thoughts on this, what sounds like a brilliant show. And it's for all ages. It's family friendly.
Absolutely, completely family friendly, super fun to bring your grandparents. And we have 2 shows, so you can bring them at 11 in the morning and then go for lunch afterwards, or come to the 6 o'clock and go have dinner after.
Sounds awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lisa. Take care.
That was Aloysia Gavre, co-founder of Troupe Vertigo. Troupe Vertigo's Holiday Cirque featuring the Calgary Philharmonic Orchestra takes place December 9th at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. at the Southern Alberta Jubilee Auditorium. For tickets and more info, go to calgaryphil.com or jubileeauditorium.com.